What if fundraising's not just about the bottom line? What if it is about who you become and what you believe in the process? And what if the journey is bigger than you and your ministry?
Welcome to Season 4 of It's Not About the Money. Join us as we examine elements of ministry fundraising through the unique lens of personal formation. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, so as we wrap up Season 4, we just wanted to say thank you for joining us. We had a fantastic time recording it and having all those conversations and just thinking through big level concepts, but also the practical things that we can do to engage and stay connected to fundraising.
Yeah, we had a lot of great conversations this year. I'm thinking back to kicking off the season with Mary Valloni, building trust.
So good.
The miniseries on soundtracks, like just reframing and challenging these ideas we hold that really do come to bear on not only our fundraising, but on our view of God, our view of ourselves, and our holistic health.
And it comes back to that drumbeat that keeps us going, keeps us doing this podcast, which is fundraising is formative.
Yes. Yes, it is not just meant to be this thing that you have to do. It's not the necessary evil that gets you to the real ministry. No. It's not this formula you follow, and if you can't hit it just right, you shouldn't be doing it. You know, there's all these considerations. I'm thinking of our conversation with Jenilee about how different brains approach fundraising differently, and that's okay, and maybe a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And how missionaries and fundraisers are a microcosm of the larger church. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and we have to be willing as fundraisers ourselves, or as sending organizations, or as churches, to mobilize the people that God has called, regardless of where they start.
Right.
And they have something to contribute. They have something that the Lord is going to do in and through them, and He's going to be glorified in their presence on the field and in the fundraising process. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah. I'm convinced of that too, Andy. Yeah. You know, guys, this is actually a pretty special season recap or season finale. We're not actually going to get into the whole season today, but we did want to just kind of give you guys an update.
State of the podcast.
State of the podcast. So it has been such a fun ride to do this for 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
And just because of other things going on in life for me, I'm going to be relinquishing my seat in the studio. My microphone. Yeah. Don't worry. You know, if you're like, man, she gives me a real good laugh, you can find me in other places. I host a personal podcast. Yep. So
tell them what it is.
Well, it's called Thanks for Doing That, celebrating people and ideas that make the world a better place.
It's so Heather.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, I have a lot of fun over there. But yeah, Andy, it's been such a joy to host this podcast with you.
Yeah. And I'm encouraged that even though we're taking maybe a pause for a while, that the content, the episodes are really, I think, enduring. The topics will be helpful for as long as people need them.
Yep. And they will continue to be available.
And you can still reach us at the Provisio fundraising email. Visio's not going anywhere. Just Heather.
But it's a good thing. And it won't be far. But yeah. For the listeners, thank you so much for your engagement. We really hope that this content has been helpful. I mean, I'm expectant and trusting that it is, because I've been present for these conversations and I've seen how the Spirit has moved. We've heard from so many listeners how encouraged they are. So I guess if you're listening, I'm just excited for how God might use these concepts to encourage you and equip you and keep you in your ministry, not just funded, but formed and healthy.
And we don't often ask this, but if you think this would be helpful to somebody else in your life, or someone else who's beginning to fundraise or has been on the field for a long time and is starting to get burned out, share it with them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So this is Heather signing off for the last time.
This is Andy weeping into his microphone.
Catch you guys later.
It's Not About the Money is presented by Provisio Fundraising Solutions. Provisio equips support-based workers with flexible training, practical resources, and one-on-one coaching. Find out more at provisiofundraising.com.